Unless we've got clips of the Sister of the Travelling Pants and
the
Bewitched.
longest, yeah.
How confident should we be about the rest of our clips?
It's the longest yard, so, well, let's have a go. Shall we?
Do you think?
Shall we?
Okay, all right. Well,
no, let's not. Fine. Okay, so I'll just describe the longest yard to you.
I'll tell you what, let's talk about it. Someone important will check it, and then someone will give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Okay.
Okay.
So the longest yard is a remake ball team that he wants Adam Sandler to coach. Adam Sandler doesn't want to coach it, but he decides that actually what he can do is put together a team of prisoners to do a tryout match for the coach's team, which will give the prisoners a chance to get their own back against the heinous guards. The guards, of course, this being the movie that it is, are all brutal and evil and bad. The prisoners are all huge but downtrodden, and if they get to play in a game of American football, they will get, you know, to sort of ruck with it. Now, of course, as we all know, American football is a slightly girly game, which as soon as anyone gets touched anyway, everything stops and they all have to walk away and go and sit down for 28 minutes. And I've never understood films about American football because they keep saying there's only 4 seconds left in this game, and then the film goes on for like 10 minutes, and then one team will be leading 97 points to 0, but it'll all be on the last kick. I mean, how is this possible? Adam Sandler kind of redeemed himself for me with Punch Drunk Love, which I think is, you know, one of the loveliest films of last year. I really, really liked it. I thought he did a brilliant performance. But up until then, it had all been, you know, Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore and all those stupid, dunderheaded, clunky movies. Well, in The Longest Yard, it's not even the dunderheaded comedy of yore. I think it's actually trying quite seriously to be a powerful action-adventure movie with some jokes in it. So, in as much as you had before the spectacle of Elijah Wood being a West Ham soccer hooligan. I think actually the two things are probably, you know, villain and hooligan, I think are probably interchangeable. You now have to believe that Adam Sandler is a celebrity football player who then manages to cut it in prison to get together a prison. Now, of course, Burt Reynolds, who is in the original, turns up, does a cameo role in this one. Again, it's like all Burt Reynolds cameo roles. His face is a very strange mixture of old and lifted, which therefore gives him creases that move away from his eyes in straight lines. So it's like somebody's holding one of those see-through
like curtains.
Yeah, but it's like somebody, you know those see-through rulers you used to get in school?
Yeah,
it's like somebody's holding them over his head. It is the strangest thing. There are no laughs. There are many, many jokes about men in showers together, none of which are funny. There's loads and loads of boring sports footage of people running into each other and whacking each other over the head and doing that sort of thing, which is uninteresting. Adam Sandler is not lovable in the slightest from beginning to end, and at the very end, when there is some kind of emotional payoff, which is that he has made a great sacrifice to go ahead with the game, it turns out that the great sacrifice he hasn't made anyway, and everyone's forgiven, and then the film stops. And it's incredibly long and incredibly boring and incredibly dull and exactly what I expected it to be.